attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, but it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Hey, orbit. 3 bucks. 58's the money. 58's the money. Watch the curl.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. There, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Check 43. You draw quarters. Rush in.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears.
On second down and 4, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Check 99. Check 99. Over.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Don't be mad.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2 runs, 2 one-yard losses. This is 3rd and goal from the 3. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they've always wanted to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Get up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. First down, a run with Cohen. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, ball. 52 to Mike. Hey, Delta. 52 to Mike. Watch the run. Good shot, baby.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 53 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Tighten down. There you go. 50. 57 to Mike. 57. Bravo. Here we go. 58. 57 to Mike.
On first down, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
94 is the mark.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Get 300.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 49 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Alert, 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 alert. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Crunch time, defense. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Red, up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's a foot race. The 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 71 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
26. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Box it. Let's get this. Back north. 94 is the mark. Smooth. Yo. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark again.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, his 2nd sack of the night. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To try again after the sack. Rodgers got a man. That's Allison. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bears 42, Packers 38.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Bears 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Inside. Mike, check.
He's back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Hey, shoot. And what's the ball? 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, Dean.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
To throw is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Let's get off the field. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Get 300. Get 300. 58. Echo. 58 to Mike. 26. Coming to you. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 58. Right over there.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Buster Screen. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Bears 49,
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensive? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.